Fishyaker.com, the original kayak rigging video series.
Hey guys, it's John Oast again from Fishyaker.com. How prepared are you for a day on the water when you're kayak fishing? We're not talking about how many rods you have, if you have dry gear, if you have a bunch of tackle, paddle leashes, rod leashes, all that. We're talking emergency preparedness. I've been recently talking with buddy Harold Scoggins about this very issue. A little bit of my background: I've been a first responder now for close to 20 years. I've been a Red Cross instructor. I have quite a bit of background, as does Harold. And think about it. Think about how much time, effort, and money you possibly have put in to, say, having a dozen rods that you put out or a custom rigged milk crate. But think about it. You can buy a very basic first aid kit from less than $5 on up to, say, 30, 40, 50 bucks. The sky's the limit. You can simply go into your medicine cabinet in your house and probably get a whole bunch of items you can put into it. You can get a dry box and put it into it. You can buy one of these kits prepared, say, at Walmart for less than $10. A lot of them are already kind of shrink sealed anyway, so they're pretty much waterproof. You can put them in a dry bag in a big Ziploc, store it inside your kayak, not really think much about it except once a year or so go through and make sure nothing's expired. It can be as basic as some Band-Aids and bandages and gauze, couple aspirin, on up to, say, having an EpiPen. The sky's the limit. You're going to know what type of environment you're going to be in. Do you camp? Do you go with a group of people? Are you going floating from one access to another and you're not anywhere near anybody on the shoreline? Do you paddle out pretty far? Are you near things like, any types of creepy crawlies or fish, stingrays, and that actually could bite or cause an injury? Do you have anybody in your group that's allergic to anything? Think about it. We take a whole lot of time and effort to prepare what kind of lures we have, custom make a milk crate, you name it, but we probably aren't thinking much about that basic first aid kit. When I do a lot of these overnight float trips on the rivers, or when I go back home in Virginia and we're paddling out, we're in these big, huge, marshy flats. You might be several miles from the put-in. You may not have anybody anywhere near you. So it's really good to be prepared. You can think, oh yeah, I have a VHF radio, I have a cell phone, but these are just some basic little items. Like I said, you probably already have them in your medicine cabinet, in your bathroom right now. You can probably make some type of basic first aid kit as it is, or just go to the store for $5, $10. You can pick up a basic kit. Like I said, put it in a big Ziploc bag, store it in your milk crate, store it inside your kayak, the hull of your boat, but have some type of first aid kit, some type of tools and equipment with you for that really unexplained situation. We think so much about what we're fishing with and our tackle and our gear. We think of a lot of good things too, like dry gear and life jackets. But what about if those things aren't, if something's beyond that? For instance, as basic as getting a hook embedded in you. Do you have a really strong pair of wire cutters or some string or something like that, some extra braid that you can use to pop a hook? Any number of things. But this is really important to have. So next time you go to a local department store, to a pharmacy, spend a couple dollars, get a basic small first aid kit. Get a big fancy one if you want to, especially if you're going to start guiding or if you're doing long float trips or going with a group of people. It's really good to have it. I want to thank Harold again for reminding me how important this is. So next time you think about, oh, this is all the gear that I put on my kayak, think about a first aid kit too. Doesn't matter. You can start out small, or you can put something really big and elaborate in there, depending on what your budget is, where you're going to be paddling, where you're going to be fishing. But have something in there. It really can come in handy. So next time you think about being prepared to go fishing, think preparedness when it comes down to your safety and the safety of those with you. Thanks for watching Fishyaker.com. Again, Harold, thanks for reminding us on this video, on this idea. Be sure to subscribe to the Fishyaker YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and we'll catch you on the water.